For 50 years, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. Call Southern Sanitation at 956-723-3333 and let us help you manage all your waste disposal needs. Southern Sanitation, celebrating 50 years of service. For 50 years, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. Call Southern Sanitation at 956-723-3333 and let us help you manage all your waste disposal needs. Southern Sanitation, celebrating 50 years of service. For 50 years, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. Call Southern Sanitation at 956-723.
Series, this game featuring Brownsville versus Chinese Taipei. Now for the lineup for Brownsville, Texas. Number 3, Anthony Gomez. Anthony Gomez. Number 4, Axel Figuerina. Number 6, Alberto Barrera. Number 15, Julian Gutierrez. Number 22, Orlando Rivera. Number 24, Austin Martinez. Number 30, Angel Basemet. Number 44, Isaiah Castro. Brownsville, number 5, Alejandro Rodriguez. Number 7, Joshua Aliar. Number 13, Alec Rodriguez. Number 21, Derek Garcia. Number 26, Joaquin Alvarado. Number 20, Patricio Alvarado. Number 12, Joaquin Cavazos. Number 11, Sebastián Montemayor. And number 1, Emilio Martinez. Your manager is Mr. Alvarado, and the remaining coaches for Brownsville.
Yes, Mrs. Alvarado, sir.
Alvarado, I'm sorry. And now, introducing the team from Chinese Taipei.
Hello， 各位大家好。继续介绍我们台湾青棒队的选手以及我们教练跟领队。我们首先介绍的是选手是陈玉安。 接下来是张家宏选手，继续是古麦夏鹤，谢义成选手，全泽伦队长，曾冠杰选手，吴瑞聪同学，陈静瑜选手。邱彦祖选手，蔡明勋选手，王胜安选手，庄耀祥选手，陈杰瑞选手，王崇豪选手，林轩宇选手。胡伟胜选手，杨华勇选手，郑家军选手，继续来介绍我们的教练团：林华庆教练、陈顺松教练，总教练是谢峰俊总教练。最后介绍的是我们的总领队。于正宪于总领队，我们掌声欢迎，谢谢你们。
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the national anthem of Chinese Taipei. Please remove your hats.
号码吗？哇，我这边没有。待会让教练看看那边有没有。哎，
And now the national anthem for the United States of America. Leading off for the Brownsville team, number 5, Alejandro Rodriguez.
Unmuting. No, don't worry about it. Go ahead, Coach.
And we're set to start the second game between Brownsville, Texas, and Chinese Taipei. At the plate is number 5, Alejandro Rodriguez. The third baseman for Brownsville takes a swing and a miss for strike 2. On the mound for Chinese Taipei is Xuan Yu Lin, pitcher for Chinese Taipei. And Rodriguez pops it straight up. Shallow center, the second baseman grabs it for out number 1. The second baseman for Chinese Taipei, Yensu Chu. Yensu Chu, your second baseman for Chinese Taipei. And now coming to bat, number 7, Joshua Alviar. Now batting number 7, Joshua Alviar. And that's a ball 1 to Alviar. The pitcher, Xuan Yu Lin for Chinese Taipei, has a 1-0 count, 1 out to Alviar from Brownsville, Texas. Ball 2 to Alviar. Alviar playing left field for the Brownsville team. Lin, the pitcher, number 18 for Chinese Taipei. Alviar, the left fielder, at the plate. Ball 3, high and outside from Lin. With Alec Rodriguez on deck for the Brownsville team. Lin on the mound, Alviar at the plate. 1 out, 3 balls, no strikes. And that's a strike. Oh, and Alviar thought he had a free pass to first, and he's got to go pick up his bat and get back in the batter's box. Lin delivering the strike, 3-1 count, 1 out. Here in the top of the first inning, game number 2 at Veterans, Brownsville versus Chinese Taipei. Inside, and that is ball 4. Alviar heads to first. Lin threw that low and inside, and now coming to the plate, Alec Rodriguez. Now batting number 13, Alec Rodriguez. Rodriguez is the second baseman for Brownsville. Lin on the mound for the Taipei team. With runner on first, 1 out. And Rodriguez at the plate. And Rodriguez hits one to second. And double play. Hits it right into a double play for 3. Third out. And that retires the side for Brownsville. Taipei coming to the plate. Broadcast being brought to you by Southern Sanitation and Southern American Live Doppler Radar. Our box score sponsor for today, Kraus Development, developers of Pinnacle Center and Gateway Industrial Park just outside of Laredo. And our broadcast sponsor, Dr. Marte Martinez, Advanced Spine Pain Solutions, Laredo and Edinburgh. Marte Martinez, doctor of anesthesiology and pain management, double board certified. Welcome you to Laredo, Texas. City of Laredo, one of our biggest sponsors. County of Webb, Laredo Convention and Visitors Bureau, as well as Otilas Restaurant, Whitworth Cigarroa, Rotex Truck Center, Andy's Mobility, Andy's Auto Air, Sunbelt Air Conditioning, HEB, Playmore, Those are our sponsors, with a few more coming. Liquid Studio Group bringing you the broadcast. Blue Top Reprographics, sponsor as well. As the tournament continues, first game, Aroma Park beating Azusa, California, 8-4. This game, Brownsville versus Chinese Taipei, is game number 2. And here we get ready to go. Leading off for Chinese Taipei, Jaelun Xian. Now batting number 10, Jaelun Xian.
How you pronounce your name?
Xuan, the right fielder for Chinese Taipei, is facing Joaquin Cavazos on the mound. Ball 1 to Cavazos. Xuan, the right fielder, batting left-handed, facing the right-handed Cavazos. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1-1 the count. Bottom of the first. No runs for either team. Taipei at the plate. And a chopping grounder to second, picked up by the second baseman. Out at first base. Nice play by the second baseman, Alec Rodriguez.
Thank you.
Now batting number 4, Yensu Chu. Chu, the second baseman for Taipei, right-handed batter. 1 out, bottom of the first. Breaking ball strike to Chu. The next pitch gets into the dirt to 1-1 the count. Yensu Chu, the second baseman, batting right-handed, facing the right-handed Cavazos. With no runs scored yet, bottom of the first in the second game here. And that's a shot down the third baseline, foul. Nice swing by Chu. Chu. High and outside for a 2-2 count.
It's on the same.
To Chu. Cavazos looking in intently as he delivers, and that's a high foul ball. It's in playable and caught by the first baseman for out number 2. First baseman for Brownsville, Patricio Alvarado, making that grab, retiring the second out. And now at the plate, number 6, Quan Che Sheng. Now batting number 6, Quan Che Sheng. Sheng, number 6 position, playing shortstop for Taipei. Right-handed batter, facing the right-handed Cavazos. Ump takes a break in the game here to holler some instructions over to the Taipei dugout. Singh, number 6, playing shortstop for the Taipei team, facing Brownsville's pitcher Cavazos. High and inside, ball 1. The count 1-2, 2 outs, bottom of the first. No runs scored yet. Brownsville on the defense, Taipei on the offense, and that's a long fly ball into deep center field, and that's going to go over the head of the center field, rolls all the way to the fence. The Chinese player is coming all the way around, and he's going to score. Infield home run for Kaohsiung, the shortstop for Chinese Taipei. Smacked one all the way to the warning track, ran it into the wall, ran all 4 bases, and scored the first run for Chinese Taipei. And they now lead in the bottom of the first with 2 outs, 1-0. Now batting number 17, Chu Sung Woo. Designated hitter Woo for Taipei takes strike 1 with 2 outs, 1 run. Strike 2 from Kaohsiung to Woo. With 2 strikes, low in the dirt, that's ball 1. 1-2 the count. I'm sorry, 2-2 the count. 2-2 to Woo. Kaohsiung's on the mound, delivers, and that's a high foul ball. There might be a play, and that one just bounces off the director's tent. Would have hit Richard Rosas in the head had the tent not been there. Catcher for Brownsville making a run towards it. Emilio Martinez, helmet off, looking for the ball. It was just out of play. Kaohsiung winds. High, inside, full count, 2 outs, full count, nobody on. 1 run has already scored, and that's outside. And number 17, Woo, is going to get a walk to first base. So now we have a runner on first with 2 outs. And coming to the plate is number 2, Chiai Chun Cheng. Now batting number 2, Chiai Chun Cheng. Number 2 is playing the number 2 position, catcher for Chinese Taipei. And pitcher Kaohsiung checks the runner at first. 2 outs, runner on first. 1-0 Taipei over Brownsville. Kaohsiung's on the mound. Cheng at the plate. And again, the pitcher checks the runner at first. The Taipei team, having been extremely competitive over the years, won the championship 2 years ago. Youngstown, Ohio was the winner last year. Brownsville always puts in a good team. And Kaohsiung's the pitcher, is facing number 2, Cheng, the catcher, with a runner on, 2 outs, 1-0 Taipei. Swing and a miss by Cheng. Woo, the designated hitter, is at first base. Cheng at the plate, and Kaohsiung is the right-hander for Brownsville on the mound. Nice throw, nice grab by the first baseman. Keep that from going past him. Patricio Alvarado. Cheng, the right-hander, facing the right-hander Kaohsiung with 2 outs and a runner on. And that's a shot right down the middle. Shortstop's going to grab it. Oh! And there's an error on shortstop. Bobbled the grounder, was unable to make a play at either second or first. So now we've got runners at second and first with number 3 now batting Gu Mai Stahei. Stahei, the first baseman for the Chinese Taipei team, right-handed batter, facing Kaohsiung with 2 runners on, 2 outs. Here at the bottom of the first, and Kaohsiung delivers a strike. 0-1 the count. Coming to you live from Veterans Field, Laredo, Texas, 2024 Pony Palomino World Series action. Brownsville versus Taipei. Stahi at the plate. Kaohsiung's on the mound. 2 on. And that's a shot in the center field. Center fielder's backing up, and he's got it. Records out number 3. Taipei scores 1, and they lead Brownsville here at the top of the second. And we'll be right back after these brief commercial messages. For 50 years, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. Call Southern Sanitation at 956-723-3333 and let us help you manage all your waste disposal needs. Southern Sanitation, celebrating 50 years of service. For 50 years, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. Call Southern Sanitation at 956-723-3333 and let us help you manage all your waste disposal needs. Southern Sanitation, celebrating 50 years of service. And we are back. Top of the second inning, Brownsville versus Chinese Taipei. Taipei leading 1-0. Now batting number 21, Derek Garcia. Derek Garcia at the plate, facing Lin on the mound, right-handed versus a left-handed pitcher. And Lin delivers strike 1 to Garcia. Xiwan Yu Lin, pitcher for Chinese Taipei, number 18, left-hander. Fires another one, foul ball. Garcia taking a stab at that one. This is the top of the second in the second game of the 2024 Pony World Series, Palomino World Series here at Veterans Field. Other games held at the UISD Student Activity Center. And a shot by Garcia between third and short rolls out to left field, and we've got a single for Garcia. So runner at first, and Brownsville's number 26 is coming to the plate. Joaquin Alvarado. Alvarado, the center fielder for Brownsville. Now batting number 26, Joaquin Alvarado. Alvarado, right-handed, facing the left-handed Lin. Runner at first, no out, and he tries a bunt, and that's going to be strike 1. 1-0 Chinese Taipei over Brownsville. Top of the second inning. Live from Laredo, Texas. Palomino World Series action, 2024 Pony Palomino World Series, sponsored by our title sponsor, Southern Sanitation, and Southern American Live Doppler Radar. And the pitcher Lin checks the runner Garcia at first. Alvarado at the plate, facing Lin. Xiwan Yu Lin, number 18. left-hander. Signals from his catcher. Quick glance at his shortstop. And now looks over to first, winds up and throws high outside. Alvarado signaling that he was going to bunt. 1-1 the count. 1-0 Taipei over Brownsville, top of the second inning. Game number 2 from LISD's Veterans Field, the crown jewel of the Laredo Independent School District. And it's a nice bunt foul for strike 2. The count 1-2. No outs. Runner at first. Veterans Field is home of the Martin High School Tigers. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger, as they say. Our good friend Hector from Game Changer chuckling at that. And a chopping grounder to second. He's going to get the runner at first, and runner advances to second. Nice little sacrifice hopper to second. So now we've got a runner on second, 1 out, and number 20, Patricio Alvarado, the first baseman, coming to the plate. Now batting number 20, Patricio Alvarado. Again, I apologize. I'm doing double duty, both broadcast and PA announcements. So you might hear me say it twice. Lynn facing the right-handed Alvarado with a runner at second, 1 out, and delivers strike 1 to Alvarado. Alvarado, the first baseman, has his teammate Derek Garcia in scoring position there at second base, trying to get this score tied up. 1 out, runner at second, and it's a foul ball going to the right of the press box. Souvenir for someone. Back in the day, if you grabbed that baseball, brought it back to the umpire, they would give you a free Frito pie down at Del Mar, and I think Raspa and some of the other fields. Lin, number 18, the left-handed pitcher on the mound for Chinese Taipei, facing Patricio Alvarado, the first baseman. Right-handed batter, number 20. Derek Garcia at second base. Alvarado trying to bring him home with 1 run for Chinese Taipei, no runs for Brownsville. Trailing here in the top of the second. Alvarado steps out of the batter's box for a second. Garcia, nice healthy lead off of second. Shortstop right behind him, trying to keep him honest. Lynn, the left-hander, is going to try to pick him off, and Garcia diving right back, safe and sound at second base. Lynn, again, trying to keep his second base runner close to the bag. And a shot right over shortstop. That's going to drop in. Here comes Garcia. There's going to be a play at home. Nope. He's in safe. Single RBI by Alvarado, bringing in Garcia to tie the score. 1-1. Brownsville in Chinese Taipei. Number 12 coming to the plate. Joaquin Cavazos, the pitcher. Now batting number 12, Joaquin Cavazos. Cavazos right-handed, facing the left-handed Lin. Lin giving up a RBI single right now. With a runner on, 1 run scored already, 1 out. And a nice little bunt laid down perfectly. That's going to advance. That's going to advance the runner to second, and there is an out at first. Pitcher electing to go to first, allowing the runner to get to second. Number 12, Cavazos, bunting successfully to advance his runner. So 2 outs. Man on second, number 11, Sebastian Montemayor at the plate, facing the left-hander Lin with 2 outs and a runner at second, runner in scoring position. So number 11, Sebastian Montemayor, the right fielder, takes ball 1 from Lin. Brownsville trying to score another run to take the lead here. Broadcast brought to you by Southern Sanitation, Southern American Live Doppler Radar. We are expecting rain here this weekend. And a shot down third base, and it's... Oh, looks like the runner got himself into trouble, but he makes it successfully into third. Error by the third baseman who juggled that. Was going to go to first. Realized that the runner from second had gone way too far and tried to get him. Second baseman covering the bag was unable to make the grab and make the throw in time, and the runner advances to third. So now we've got this runner at third, Patricio Alvarado, with Sebastian Montemayor at first. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Top of the second, 1-1, and the coach, the manager out on the field is Feng Chun Shea, having a conversation with his pitcher and his team. Umpire walking over there to make sure everything's kosher, going as it should. Mentioned it in the last game. My favorite scene from Bull Durham is when everyone's at the mound talking everything but baseball. And so at the plate, number 1, Emilio Martinez. Now batting number 1, Emilio Martinez. Martinez, a right-hander, facing the left-handed Lin. Runners on the corner, 2 outs. 1 run has already scored this inning. The windup, high fastball, ball 1. Excellent base running by Brownsville to advance their runners, but they almost got picked off at third. Lin delivers for a strike. 1-1 to the batter, Martinez. Martinez, the catcher for Brownsville, has runners on the corners, third and first. Umpire asking something of the players here from Brownsville. Looks like some gear was outside of the dugout and wants it back in the dugout. Lin, the left-hander, facing Martinez, the right-hander catcher for Brownsville. And that's a foul ball. That's going to hit on top of the roof here. Scared Hector over from Game Changer. Almost got him out of his seat. Hector having to borrow tortoise shell glasses from a colleague. Forgot his glasses at home. The right-hander Martinez facing the left-hander Lin on the mound for Chinese Taipei. And Martinez steps out of the batter's box for a second. Runners on the corner. First and third. 1-1 the score. 2 outs. Top of the second. Game's being broadcast to you by Kraus Development. And that's ball outside. Kraus Development's of Pinnacle Center and Gateway Park, just outside of Laredo. Gateway, the name of the industrial park out there. Broadcast brought to you also by Dr. Marte A. Martinez, Advanced Spine Solutions, Laredo and Edinburgh. That ball's in the dirt. That's going to load the count. With runners on the corner, we now have a full count. 2 outs, 1-1 the score, with Xuan Yu Lin pitching for Taipei, facing Emilio Martinez at the plate. Oh, and the pitcher Lin picks off the runner from first base to close out the inning. Score 1-1, bottom of the second, as we go into a commercial break, and we'll be right back. For 50 years, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. Call Southern Sanitation at 956-723-3333 and let us help you manage all your waste disposal needs. Southern Sanitation, celebrating 50 years of service. For 50 years, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. Call Southern Sanitation at 956-723-3333 and let us help you manage all your waste disposal needs. Southern Sanitation, celebrating 50 years of service. And we're back. Bottom of second, Chinese Taipei at the plate. The batter, now batting number 7, Chung Had Wang. Wang, the left-handed batter. Left fielder for Chinese Taipei, facing the right-handed Cavazos, Joaquin Cavazos for Brownsville. 1-2 the count. Inside, ball gets past the catcher, Emilio Martinez. 2-2 the count, no outs here in the bottom of the second. 1-1 the score. The left-handed Lin, Xuan Yu Lin, did a nice job in the previous inning closing this out, picking off that runner at first base. Cavazos on the mound for Brownsville. Wang at the plate, swing and a miss for strike 3. Chung Had Wang striking out there. Coming to the plate is Sheng En Wang. Now batting Sheng En Wang. Facing the right-handed Cavazos, Wang, the right-handed batter for Taipei, playing the third base position for Taipei. Shoots one right over to the shortstop, deep, and it's going to one-hop to first base. Out number 2. Exceptional accurate throw by the shortstop. Had to one-hop it. First baseman number 20, Patricio Alvarado, scooping that up. That is 2 outs for Taipei. And now batting for Taipei, number 9, Ching Yu Chen, who attempts a bunt. Now batting Ching Yun Chen. Chen, the center fielder for Taipei, bats left-handed, facing the right-handed Colossus. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here at the bottom of the second. Strike 2 to Chen. Pony Palomino World Series action 2024 coming live from Laredo, Texas. Veterans Field, LISD's Crown Jewel. Broadcast brought to you by Southern Sanitation. And a shot to shortstop. Third baseman's going to pick that up. And is going to throw him out successfully at first, and that ends the inning. So Chen grounds the third for out number 3. And that will bring up the Brownsville team to the plate. We'll take a few seconds here to run a few commercials, pay some bills, have a conversation with Hector over at Game Changer, and we'll be right back. For 50 years, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. Call Southern Sanitation at 956-723-3333 and let us help you manage all your waste disposal needs. Southern Sanitation, celebrating 50 years of service. For 50 years, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. Call Southern Sanitation at 956-723-3333 and let us help you manage all your waste disposal needs. Southern Sanitation, celebrating 50. Lin on the mound for Chinese Taipei delivers, and the foul ball in play. The catcher is up, and he's got it for out number 1. The first batter for Brownsville, number 1, Emilio Martinez, knocking a foul ball back towards the net, and the catcher for Chinese Taipei, Chai Chun Cheng, making that catch. Lin low in the dirt, ball 1, pitching to number 5, top of the order, Alejandro Rodriguez. Now batting number 5, Alejandro Rodriguez. Rodriguez, the right-handed third baseman, facing the left-handed Lin in the top of the third, 1-1. Brownsville tied with Chinese Taipei. Game number 2 here in 2024 Pony Palomino World Series action. Brought to you by the City of Laredo, the County of Webb, Laredo Convention and Visitors Bureau. 3-0 the count to the batter Rodriguez. Lin with 1 out, nobody on. Throws strike number 1 to Rodriguez. 3-1 the count. 1-1 the score. Live stream broadcast brought to you by Liquid Studio Group, Blue Top Reprographics, and a foul ball going into the parking lot. Back in the day, free Frito pie or a raspa. Nice snow cone for you if you brought that back. If you kept it, well, you had something to play with on the weekends.
We get car stories.
Lynn, the left-handed pitcher, pitching to the right-handed Alvarado, number 5, who pops it straight up. Second baseman's going to get under it, and he's got out number 2. Out number 2 for Chinese Taipei, recorded by the second baseman, Yen-Tzu Chu. And now number 7, Joshua Alviar coming to the plate. Now batting number 7, Joshua Alviar. Alviar, the left fielder for Brownsville, facing the left-handed Lin on the mound, and he shoots one into center field, and the center fielder on his horse gets that one coming in for out number 3. The center fielder, Ching Yu Chan, making that grab, ending the inning for Brownsville. So the score now 1-1. Tied here at the bottom of the third. Broadcast brought to you by Whitworth Figueroa, Rotex Truck Center, Andy's Mobility, Andy's Auto Air, Sunbelt Air Conditioning, and good folks at HEB. Our good friend Roque Vela at Playmore. Best family entertainment in town, Playmore. Long-standing tradition. Playmore, Jet Bowl, the Vela family. Great group. Big sponsors of Pony and other community events. La Posada Hotel, Laredo's premier hotel. Our friends over at La Posada. Convention and Visitors Bureau. Going to make fun of their public information officer over there at City Laredo, but I promised I wouldn't say anything about Noraida Negron, the PIO, our good friend. PIO extraordinaire, formerly with KGNS, top-notch reporter. City of Laredo poaching her away. Great asset to the City of Laredo. CVB, Eileen Ramos, director over there. She is a great person as well. And now, here we go. The left-handed batter for Chinese Taipei facing Cavazos, a right-handed pitcher who delivers strike number 1, number 10 for Chinese Taipei. Number 10 at the plate, Jae-Lun Xuan, left-handed batter, the right fielder for Chinese Taipei, facing Cavazos, the right-handed pitcher for Brownsville, and a shot between first and second rolls out to right field, safe at first, single for Xuan. And now coming to the plate, number 4, Yen-Tzu Chu. Now batting Yen-Tzu Chu. Playing second base for Chinese Taipei. Chu has been a stalwart. Looks like he's going to want to bunt here against Cavazos, trying to advance his runner, and he lays down a beautiful bunt right down the first base line, does exactly what it's supposed to do, advances his runner. Sacrifice bunt, gets out at first, runner advances to second, scoring position with 1 out. Here in the bottom of the third, score tied 1-1. Cavazos on the mound for Brownsville. Emilio Martinez catching for him. Has a runner at second. has one out, and now something has gone on here that looks like they're advancing the runner, the batter, seeing to first base, an intentional walk. Intentionally walking to put runners at first and second. Kaohsiung's now facing a right-handed batter. Throws strike one to the next batter, which is a designated hitter, Kaohsiung Wu. With runners at first and second, one out, one strike, bottom of the third inning here at Veterans Field. And that's a shot down the third base line, foul. Number 17, Wu, getting all of that one, but putting that in the parking lot close to Hector's car. Runners at first and second. Kaohsiung's on the mound. Wu at the plate. 2 strikes, 1 out. Kaohsiung steps off the mound, rethinks his pitch. Runners second and first, 1 out. 0-2 the count. Kaohsiung is going to try to get the runner over at second. And so here we go. Back to the pitcher and the batter duel here. Runners at second and first. 0-2. 1 out. Ooh, inside. High and inside to Wu, the designated hitter. Number 17, with runners on second and first. Score tied 1-1. Veterans Field, Laredo, Texas. Pony Palomino World Series action. And that's a foul ball. Out of play. Into the net. Oh, and it sticks right up there. We're going to send Hector from Game Changer after that in a few minutes. Chinese Taipei has a great contingent that comes in from San Antonio and Houston and all parts of Texas to cheer on their team. And a shot the shortstop, and it gets back past the shortstop. That's going to score the runner from second. 1-run double for Wu, the designated hitter, advancing the runner to the third, scoring the runner from second. And Chinese Taipei leads Brownsville 2-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. Kaohsiung giving up that hard charge grounder between center left, scoring the run. And now number 2, Chai Chun Cheng at the plate. Chai Chun Cheng, number 2 at the plate. Kaohsiung's a right-hander, facing the right-hander Cheng, the catcher for Chinese Taipei, with runners at second and third. Blooper to shortstop, and that's going to record out number 2. Caught the inside of that bat. Cheng couldn't get anything under it. And now number 3, Gumai Xiaohe, the batter for Chinese Taipei. Gumai Xiaohe now batting for Chinese Taipei.
I'm sorry?
High and outside to Xiaohe, spelled Siahee, Xiaohe, the first baseman for Chinese Taipei. 1-0 the count, 2 outs, runners at third and second. High fastball. Runners in scoring position, already 1 run scored. Taipei leads 2-1 here in the bottom of the third. in the second game of the Pony Palomino World Series at Veteran Stadium. There's games also at UISD's Sports Activity Complex, the Bill Johnson Student Activity Complex. Bill Johnson, longtime Pony director, treasurer, passed away a few years ago. Miss him dearly. Great friend, great banker, and a super advocate for pony baseball here in Laredo, Texas. Miss our friend, Bill Johnson. And that is ball three. 3-1 the count, 2 outs, runners in scoring position, 2-1 leading Taipei Brownsville. Kaohsiung's on the mound. Siahi at the plate. And the balk by Kaohsiung is going to score another run and advance the runner from second to third. Taipei now leading 3-1 off that balk from Kaohsiung. Siahi, Gumai Siahi, the first baseman, trying to add to the lead, takes strike 2 for a full count with 2 outs in the bottom of the third here at Veteran Stadium on a nice, warm, cloudy day. Expecting a little rain. That's why Southern American Doppler radar comes in really handy. Southern America's live Doppler radar, privately held Doppler radar in a partnership with the city of Laredo. Doppler radar covering a big gap in Doppler coverage. And a grounder to shortstop. And that is out. Number 3 retires aside, but not before 2 runs come across the plate. Chinese Taipei now leads Brownsville 3-1 as we head to the top of the 4th inning, and we'll be right back after this commercial break. Number 13, Alec Rodriguez. And we're back to the live action 2024 Pony Palomino World Series. Taipei versus Brownsville. Lynn on the mound, Alec Rodriguez at the plate. breaking ball, ball one. Now batting Alec Rodriguez. And a grounder to second. Out at first. Sorry for the little silence here. I'm trying to get my notes together. Second baseman for Chinese Taipei, Yang Su Chu, making that stop. Lin breaking ball, strike one to number 21, Derek Garcia for Brownsville. Swing and a miss by Garcia. Lin 0-2 the count to Garcia. One out. 3-1, top of the fourth. Taipei leading Brownsville. Lin looking intently, and a fly ball to right field, and that goes over the right fielder's head and bounces over the fence. So ground rule double for Rodriguez. I'm sorry, for Garcia, Derek Garcia, punching that one over the right fielder's head and bouncing over the fence. At the plate, Joaquin Alvarado. Now batting number 26, Joaquin Alvarado. Alvarado, the shortstop for Brownsville, facing the left-handed Lin, pitcher for Chinese Taipei. Runner at second. Breaking ball inside, ball one. One out. Top of the fourth inning with a runner on second. Derek Garcia. Joaquin Alvarado at the plate. Lin on the mound. And a chopping grounder to shortstop. Alvarado, speedy runner. Almost got to first base. Did the job, advanced the runner to third. 2 outs now. Chinese Taipei leading 3-1 here at the top of the fourth inning. Now batting Patricio Alvarado. Patricio Alvarado, the right-handed first baseman facing the left-handed Lin on the mound. Strike one from Lin. 0-1 the count with 2 outs. Runner at third. Lin on the mound trying to close the door here on Brownsville in this inning. Oh, and that was a close call there. The catcher for Chinese Taipei calling for the ball outside, grabbed it and stood up and fired it at third, almost picking off the runner. Garcia. Alvarado at the plate facing Lin, the left-hander. And that's a foul ball. Another one into the net and into the bleachers. Number 20, Patricio Alvarado, the first baseman for Brownsville, trying to knock in Derek Garcia, the shortstop, who is over on third base, trying to get home. Lin trying to make sure it doesn't happen. 3-1. 2-2 the count. I'm sorry, 2-2 the count. It was a 2. I don't know. Did he call that a strike? Wow. All right, 2-2. 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that will retire the side for Brownsville. The score 1-3. Brownsville trailing Chinese Taipei as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning here. I see that we've got lots of good comments coming in from folks on YouTube as our game continues to progress. Thank you to all those folks who are joining us here on YouTube. Games are being broadcast by Liquid Studio Group, sponsored by our title sponsor, Southern Sanitation, Southern American Live Doppler Radar, our score box sponsor, Kraus Development. Kraus Development, developers of Pinnacle Center and Gateway Industrial Park just outside the city of Laredo. Speaking of the city of Laredo, good sponsor as well, County of Webb, City of Laredo's Convention and Visitors Bureau, La Posada Hotel, Playmore, our broadcast sponsor, Dr. Marte Martinez, Advanced Spine Pain Solutions, Laredo and Edinburgh, Laredo Sports Medicine, the great doctors over at Laredo Sports Medicine, Dr. Puig, Dr. Solis, founders. A couple new doctors have come in. We'll mention their names in just a second. Great organization over there. Sports medicine and physical therapy. And so here we go. Back to the action here. Bottom of the fourth. With Kaohsiung still on the mound for Brownsville. And a new batter left-handed batter for Chinese Taipei. Sorry about that. 1-0 the count to the batter. Number 7, foul ball headed towards the batting cage over there by third base. 1-1 the count to Chung Had Wang, number 7, also playing the 7th position, left field. Chang Had Wang, left-hander facing the right-hander Kaohsiung, takes a high fastball outside. 2-1 the count. And a grounder to second. It's picked up nicely. Out at first for out number 1 here at the bottom of the fourth. And now batting for Chinese Taipei, number 5, Sheng En Wang. Now batting number 5, Sheng En Wang. Wang, the third baseman for Chinese Taipei. Right-handed batter facing Kaohsiung here in the bottom of the fourth with 1 out, nobody on. Coach and team having a little discussion over there. Wonder what they're talking about. Could it be this weekend's movie, or how do we win this game? I bet you it's strategy. They're trying to win this game. Thank you to our sponsors, H-E-B.
They're talking about Donald Trump's year.
I don't think they're having a political discussion down there. I hope not.
Deadpool and Wolverine movie comes out today, no?
Oh, that's right. Deadpool, Wolverine out this weekend. Maybe that's what the conversation was about. Okay, and here we go. Number 5, Sheng En Wang, facing off against Kaohsiung on the mound for Brownsville with 1 out and nobody on. Inside, ball 1. Cloudy day. We're going to get the Doppler radar up on the screen a little bit. Try to let you see what the weather looks like here. Our broadcast team from Liquid Studio Group manning the cameras at home, third, and first. 2-1 the count to Wang. And that's a strike. 2-2 the count. That one came in on the outside corner, low and away. And a chopper to third base picks it up. Hard throw. Out number 2 for Brownsville. And number 9 now coming to the plate. Ching Yu Chen. Now batting number 9, Ching Yu Chen. Kaohsiung will be facing Chen, the left-handed center fielder. Foul ball down the third baseline. Kaohsiung, having pitched 4 innings so far, has only given up 3 runs. This is still a close game, 1-3. And a bunt, foul ball by Chen. That records strike number 2. So with 2 outs and nobody on, no one has scored in this inning for Taipei. The count 0-2 to Chen, the left-handed center fielder, facing the right-handed Kaohsiung. Ball outside, 1-2 the count. Southern Sanitation bringing you this broadcast live from Veterans Field. Swing and a miss. And out number 3 by Brownsville. And that ends the inning. And we'll go to the top of the 5th inning here from Veterans Field. And we'll be right back after these brief messages. For 50 years, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. Call Southern Sanitation at 956-723-3333 and let us help you manage all your waste disposal needs. Southern Sanitation, celebrating 50 years of service. For 50 years, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. Call Southern Sanitation at 956-723-3333 and let us help you manage all your waste disposal needs. Southern Sanitation. Facing off against number 12, Joaquin Cavazos, the pitcher for Brownsville, with Brownsville trailing Taipei 1-3. Beautiful curveball that just hit perfectly. for strike one. 1-1 the count. No outs. Nobody on. Lin got a close one. Wanted that one. Ball 2. 2-1. Nobody on. No outs. Top of the 5th. Lin on the mound. Kaohsiung's at the plate. And Kaohsiung slams one into second. Picked up. Thrown out. Out number 1. Number 11 coming to the plate for Brownsville, Sebastian Montemayor. Now batting number 11, Sebastian Montemayor. As I do double duty here with PA announcements and broadcast, hopefully we'll have the venerable Jesus Chuy Olivares joining us shortly. Maybe I'll get Richard Rosas, Laredo Pony, host of the Pony Palomino World Series, to come up and say a few words, a few minutes. High and outside for ball 1. 1-1 the count to Montemayor. Montemayor playing the right field position for Brownsville. Takes ball 2 from Lin. Lin with a big smile on his face. Thought he had a strike. Montemayor, right-hander, facing the left-handed Lin. Fouls one into the net. 2-2 the count. 1 out. Nobody on. Taipei 3, Brownsville 1. Veterans Field, Pony Palomino action, Laredo, Texas. And another foul ball. That one's going into the bleachers. That's a free Frito pie, as they say. Back in the old days, Little League, Pony League, they gave you a free Frito pie if you brought the ball back. If not, you had a souvenir. And that's outside. 3-2. Full count. 1 out. Also, scores are being brought to you by Game Changer. Hector and the tortoiseshell glasses making that presentation. And that's a blooper. Shallow right. And the second baseman runs under it. Gets that for out number 2. Second baseman for Chinese Taipei. Recording that out. Second baseman is Yen Su Chu. And now coming to the plate, number 1, Emilio Martinez. Now batting number 1, Emilio Martinez. Martinez, the catcher for Brownsville, takes ball 1. Although that one looked like a strike. I know the pitcher was smiling again, thinking, I got that one. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. And Martinez chips one foul into the bleachers. Lin has pitched all 5 innings so far for Taipei. The left-hander. Good control. Delivers strike number 1. I'm sorry, not strike number 2. That was a foul ball. 1-2. Lin has held the Brownsville team to 1 run. And that's another blooper here. Going to first base, foul, and it is out number 3. The first baseman for Chinese Taipei recording out number 3, Gumai Xiaohi, making that out. And that will bring up the Chinese Taipei here in the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll take a quick break while I grab a drink of water. For 50 years, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. Call Southern Sanitation at 956-723-3333 and let us help you manage all your waste disposal needs. Southern Sanitation, celebrating 50 years of service. For 50 years, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. Call Southern Sanitation at 956-723-3333 and let us help you manage all your waste disposal needs. Southern Sanitation, celebrating 50 years of service.
And we're back. Live action from Veterans Field, Laredo, Texas. Tony Palomino World Series game number 2 here at Veterans. There's been games at the UISD Sports Student Activity Center. Number 10 at the plate. Kaohsiung fires one low and inside for ball 1. Number 10 for Chinese Taipei, Lun Xuan. Now batting number 10, Lun Xuan. Kaohsiung facing Chuan, the left-hander. 2 balls, no strikes. Here at the bottom of the 5th with Chinese Taipei leading Brownsville 3-1. Outside, but got that corner. Umpire calls it a strike. 2-1. The count to number 10, CO1. And that's a foul ball. It looks like it's playable. The left fielder's coming in, and I could not see it because of the tip, but it looks like he got it. Now the camera's going to catch it for me. There you go. And that is out number 1. The left fielder running to get that was successful in grabbing it for out number 1. Joshua Alviar on his horse, getting there as fast as he could. Kaohsiung's now facing the number 2 batter in the lineup, Yen Su Chu, who knocks one into center field. Chu playing in the second base position for Taipei is now on first with number 6, Quan Che Sing at the plate. Now batting Quan Che Sing. Sing, the shortstop for Chinese Taipei, takes ball 1 from Kaohsiung. Runner at first, 1 out. Sing at the plate. Kaohsiung is on the mound. Tony Palomino World Series action. Inside, nice and close. Oh, and it grazed him enough to get him a walk to first base. Hit by the pitch from Kaohsiung. Sing walks, and I did say it was grazed. Hector, you need the tortoise glasses and some hearing aids. My good friend Hector, game changer, number 17, Ju Sung Woo at the plate. Ju Sung Woo now batting, number 17. Kaohsiung with 2 runners on, throws one low and outside to Wu, the designated hitter, who has driven in a couple runs. Runners at second and first. Wu at the plate. Kaohsiung's on the mound. Inside for ball 1. to Wu. The score 3-1, Taipei leading Brownsville here in the bottom of the fifth. On a warm, cloudy day in Laredo, Texas. Pony Palomino World Series, Game 2. And a shot over shortstop. And that's going to get past the left fielder as well. Hit the wall. One run's going to score. Here comes another run. And he turns back and goes to third. So the designated hitter, Wu, knocks a one-run double, advances the runner to third. And the score now 4-1, Brownsville, bottom of the fifth, with one out and runners in scoring position. As Kaohsiung is going to face the catcher, Chai Chun Cheng. Now batting number 2, Chai Chun Cheng. Chai Chun Cheng, is the catcher, batting right-handed, facing the right-handed Kaohsiung with 2 runners on. Here in the bottom of the fifth, 1 run has scored. It's 4-1 Taipei over Brownsville. Runners in scoring position as the action is heating up here at Veterans Field. And a shot into shallow left. The left fielder's going to grab it. The runner at third is going to tag and go. And the runner scores on the sacrifice fly over to left field. Runner stays at second. But a run scores. 5-1 Taipei over Brownsville. Chang with a sacrifice fly. Ball to left field, and now number 3, Gumai Xiaohi at the plate. Now batting number 3, Gumai Xiaohi. Gumai Xiaohi is the first baseman for Chinese Taipei. Got a chance to bring another run in. Is facing Kaohsiung, the right-handed pitcher for Brownsville, who's been on the mound for all innings so far. And that's a shallow shot into center field. Second baseman rolls back and gets it for out number 3, and that retires the side, but not before 2 runs come in, and Chinese Taipei extends its lead from 5-1 over Brownsville. 5-1 over Brownsville. And we'll be right back after a brief commercial message.
For 50 years, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. Call Southern Sanitation at 956-723-3333 and let us help you manage all your waste disposal needs. Southern Sanitation, celebrating 50 years of service. For 50 years, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. Call Southern Sanitation at 956-723-3333 and let us help you manage all your waste disposal needs. Southern Sanitation, celebrating 50 years of service.
And we're back live here Lynn still on the mound here in the top of the sixth, facing number 22, who's come into the lineup, Orlando Rivera. Lynn delivers a strike, 1-1 the count. Now batting number 22, Orlando Rivera. Lynn has had a good game so far. Only one run, and that's a shot over to shortstop, and the shortstop playing deep was able to grab that before it got out. Out number one for Chinese Taipei. Now batting number 7, Joshua Alviar. Alviar, the left fielder, number 7, facing the left-hander Lin, who's been on the mound the entire game. Had a good game so far. Brownsville trails Taipei 1-5. And that's a foul ball. That one's not going to be playable. It goes into the bleachers. With Lynn controlling this game, time is running out on Brownsville. Trying to stay in the winner's bracket, make it an easy run towards the championship game. If you lose, you got to go through the other bracket, which is hard work for the next couple of days to climb back out to get into the championship bracket.
18.
Lynn, the left-hander, facing Alviar, the right-hand batter, the left fielder. Youngstown, Ohio. And a grounder to third. Third baseman bounces it once. Is unable to make the throw on time. Bobbled that grounder as it came in. Came out of his glove, hit him in the chest, picked it up, threw it to first. Too late. Nice base running by Joshua Alviar. Getting on his horse and getting there. And now number 3 is coming into the game. Now batting number 3, Anthony Gomez. Anthony Gomez making his appearance in this game, facing the left-handed Lynn with a runner on and 2 outs, top of the 6th, trying to keep the Brownsville dream alive. And strike 1 from Lynn. Warm, cloudy day, little breezy. You can see the American flag over there waving in the wind. Out in center field. 1-1 the count. Runner at first. Taipei 5, Brownsville 1. Top of the 6th. And a grounder to second, to shortstop, and the shortstop mishandles it. And Brownsville has runners at second and first. And it looks like there may have been a collision there at second with the second baseman who was covering. Gets up, shakes it off. Coach is walking towards the mound, wants to talk to his pitcher, Lynn. Was last year's champion, Youngstown, Ohio, had a great run at the 2023 Pony Palomino World Series, and their coach, wonderful individual, I'll get his name from my notes here in a second, is sorely missed, passed away shortly after that championship win. Youngstown, Ohio is back in the tournament this year here in Laredo, Texas. Palomino 2024 World Series action. And
I know it's 1 out, right?
1 out so far. Number 21, Derek Garcia is now at the plate. Now batting number 21, Derek Garcia. Garcia facing Lynn with 1 out and 2 runners on as Brownsville tries to stoke the fire and keep their championship bracket dreams alive. And we've got a ball on that pitch. 1-0 the count, 2 runners on, second and first. 1 out. Scoreboard says 2, but I know it's 1 because I saw the umpire hold that one, and that's a blooper into right in between. Oh, and the right fielder dropped it after he'd grabbed it. And some bad base running here, and it looks like
Okay, so there's the out.
okay, a little action, confusing action here. The batter knocked one into right field. The right fielder had it hit the glove and bounce out. So the batter is safe at first, scores a run, drives in 1 run for Brownsville. But the runner that was at second did not advance and got caught in a rundown and called out at third. And so with that, we now have 2 outs.
Yeah, she couldn't change it back because it already thing, so she left it like that.
So we've got 2 outs and everybody's trying to kind of get the right information here, and it looks like
Oh, my daughter.
the batter is safe at first. Runner that was at second got caught and is now out, and there is 2 outs in the top of the 6th with 1 run scored in that exchange.
But it's already 2 outs, right? So I'm right.
And Lynn now facing
Now you're on.
number 26, Joaquin Alvarado. Now batting number 26, Joaquin Alvarado. Alvarado batting right, facing the left-handed Lynn with runner at first and 2 outs. As Brownsville tries to close the gap, trailing Taipei 5-2 here in the top of the 6th inning at Veterans Field in Laredo, Texas. Pony Palomino World Series action. Swing and a miss. Foul tip. Coming right back towards the net here. Lynn, who has pitched all 6 innings, has held Brownsville to 2 runs. Trying to end the inning, grounded to third. Good hard throw. Out number 3. And that does it for the top of the 6th.
Hello?
1 run scored. Taipei 5. Brownsville 2. Now in the bottom of the 6th. We'll continue on for just a second. We'll introduce some of our sponsors. La Posada Hotel, premier hotel here in South Texas. Laredo's only 4-diamond hotel. Sames Auto, Ford's oldest dealership in Texas. Whitworth Figueroa, Line Decker Construction, Playmore, Family Entertainment,
I don't open the window.
24/7 News,
We can open the window.
Online Digital Newscast, Judge Jesus Garza, provider for that. The Laredo Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, representing small businesses here in Laredo. In its 2nd year, already growing tremendously.
Oh, well. You,
Laredo Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, if you're not a member and you're hearing this broadcast and you're in Laredo, give them a call. Jerry Garza, Chamber President. Take your membership. Rotex Truck Center, Andy's Mobility, Andy's Auto Air, Sunbelt Air Conditioning, all part of the Rosas Enterprises, Richard Rosas, Tony Laredo, President, City of Laredo, County of Webb, City of Laredo Convention and Visitors Bureau, HEB, all great sponsors, Blue Top Reprographics, and Laredo Sports Medicine, LSMC, great sponsors, great doctors over at Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, 2 locations on Bartlett and Springfield. And so here we go, the bottom of the 6th, number 7 for Chinese Taipei at the plate. Number 7, Chung-Had Wang, left-hander, facing the right-handed Cavazos. Now batting number 7, Chung-Had Wang. 1-1 the count to Wang. And a sharp grounder to shortstop. Hard throw. And he gets him at first. Hard base running by Wang. Couldn't get there in time. Thrown out at first. Bottom of the 6th, 1 out now. Number 13 coming to the plate. Hua Yong Yang coming into the game, making his appearance. Attempts a bunt. Now batting number 13, Hua Yong Yang. One ball, no strikes. 1-1 the count to 1-1 the count to Yang. And a grounder to third. Third baseman playing shallow. Just grabs that. Tosses it over to first for out number 2. Apologize for the background noise. Number 9 coming to the plate. Ching Yu Chen. Now batting number 9, Ching Yu Chen. Chen, the center fielder, takes strike 1 from Cavazos. Here at the bottom of the 6th, with 2 outs, nobody on, Chen takes strike 2 from Cavazos. So with no one on, 2 outs, 0-2 the count, foul tip, Chen stays alive. Brownsville trails Taipei 2-5. They've got one more frame coming up, and they'll try to get the bats going and stay alive. 0-2 the count, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for out number 3. And Cavazos gets Chen swinging. And so here we go. Top of the 7th. Last frame. Taipei 5, Brownsville 2. The door is closing on Brownsville. Lynn coming back to the mound to try to close it off, and we will be right back after these brief commercial messages.
50 years, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. Call Southern Sanitation at 956-723-3333 and let us help you manage all your waste disposal needs. Southern Sanitation, celebrating 50 years of service. For 50 years, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. Call Southern Sanitation at 956-723-3333 and let us help you manage all your waste disposal needs. Southern Sanitation, celebrating 50 years of service.
Foul ball by number 20, Patricio Alvarado. Now batting number 20, Patricio Alvarado. Alvarado playing the first base position for Brownsville, trying to keep his team's dream alive, and hits a grounder to shortstop. Shortstop picks it up, fires it first, out, number 1 for Chinese Taipei. And Brownsville is down to 2 outs to try to stay alive in the winner's brackets rather than take the long road to the championship, trying to win here. Umpire walks over, talks to the coach for Chinese Taipei, signals something over to the pitcher. Here he comes. Number 4, Axel Tijerina enters the game. And that's low and inside. Now batting number 4, Axel Tijerina. And the pitch, inside again, same spot, ball 2 from Lynn. 2-0 the count, 1 out, nobody on, top of the 7th. Oh, and that is even closer inside. 3-0 the count to Tijerina. Lynn trying to close out Brownsville here with a strike. 3-1. 1 out. Taipei 5, Brownsville 2. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Full count to Tijerina. Top of the 7th, Lynn trying to secure out number 2, and he gets him looking. Out number 2, Tijerina strikes out. Lynn, in complete command of this game so far, has pitched all 7 innings. Will now face number 24, Martinez. Number 24, A. Martinez, takes strike 1. Now batting number 24, A. Martinez. Can't read this. Lynn delivers another, and Martinez fouls it. 0-2 the count, 2 outs. This could be it for Brownsville's first game. Here at the top of the 7th at Veterans Field, 2024 Pony Palomino World Series, and swing and a miss. Catcher picks it up off the dirt. Out number 3, and that is the game for Chinese Taipei 5, Brownsville 2, game number 2 here at the Pony Palomino World Series. And we're going to be going off air for a little bit. We will return tonight at 6 o'clock. Mark your calendars, set your clocks for 6 o'clock this afternoon for the Pony Palomino and Bronco World Series opening ceremonies. We'll have all the teams represented here. Hopefully have some dignitaries to welcome everybody here. We want to thank our sponsor, title sponsor, Southern Sanitation, Southern American Live Doppler Radar, our box score sponsor, Kraus Development, developers of Pinnacle Center and Gateway Industrial Park, and our broadcast sponsor, Advanced Spine Pain Solutions, Dr. Marte A. Martinez, Advanced Spine Pain Solutions, Edinburgh.
And the iPads or
Apologize for the background noise from folks over at Game Changer. Our sponsor, City of Laredo, County of Webb, Laredo Convention and Visitors Bureau, HEB, Playmore, Whitworth Cigarroa, Sames Auto, Ford's oldest dealer, La Posada Hotel, Line Decker Construction, Blue Top Reaper Graphics, and your broadcast team, Liquid Studio Group, Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, and we'll see you back at 6 o'clock for the opening ceremonies and then the 2 night games. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you soon.